Hello from London. These are some of your biggest stories on Thursday.
I have no budget. I can't do any of this until I'm sworn in, or I can convince the president now to do things that should be being done already. I mean, there's hardly been a meeting that's taken place in the White House about any of this.
President-elect Joe Biden says transition delays could set back efforts to fight the pandemic and distribute a vaccine. He called for the General Service Administration to start sharing information. The U.S. medical establishment on Tuesday urged Trump to share critical COVID data to avoid deadly lags. On Wednesday, leaders of a manufacturing industry group urged the administration, quote, to work cooperatively with President-elect Biden and his team. U.S. deaths from the coronavirus surpassed 250,000, marking a grim milestone as the country struggles to contain a new surge in cases. Oxford University's COVID vaccine has produced a strong immune response in older adults. That's according to results from an early study into the efficacy of the vaccine in development with AstraZeneca. The results were published Thursday, and researchers are still eagerly awaiting pivotal findings from the final phase of trials in coming weeks. These are expected to show whether this vaccine can meet the high bar set by frontrunners Pfizer and Moderna. Lawmakers in Thailand have rejected demands by pro-democracy groups for curbs on the power of the monarchy, voting instead for a committee to rewrite constitutional passages that don't involve the king. Protesters say they will now step up mass rallies in support of their demands, which include royal changes and the resignation of Thailand's prime minister, who has so far refused to go. Police in Uganda said 3 people died and 38 were injured in protests that broke out on Wednesday in Kampala. This after officers arrested Bobby Wine, a musician and opposition politician who's seeking the presidency in next year's election. A police spokesperson said he was arrested for violating COVID-19 guidelines that require presidential candidates to meet or address fewer than 200 people. The musician turned politician has been arrested many times in recent years and has captured the imagination of many Ugandans with calls for President Yoweri Museveni to retire after 36 years in power. Airlines are preparing for the return of the Boeing 737 MAX after regulators ended a 20-month grounding. American is expected to be the first to reintroduce the plane, with flights scheduled for December 29th between Miami and New York. However, passengers will have the choice whether to ride the MAX or be rerouted to other planes. The FAA has set out detailed requirements airlines must meet, including software updates. Apple has reached a deal with 33 states and the District of Columbia over allegations it misled users about iPhone battery power and software that slowed performance. It will pay $113 million after being accused of equipping iPhones with batteries that tended to lose power and shut down, and then trying to manage the issue through updates that curbed performance.